Welcome back. I'm really excited about this episode of 70s Hard and Heavy because I have a special guest appearance from vinyl community member Garner. His channel is HiOctane Revival, and if you check into his channel often, you're going to see a lot of garage, a lot of punk, post-punk, punk revival, psych, and then also 70s Hard and Heavy. His video series that he did 2 or 3 videos covering over 100 albums, and it really helped inspire me to start this series. That's why I invited him on, and he's going to weigh in on our second album here, and I'm going to kind of keep that a surprise for now. But first up is Medusa. This is the second album by the band Trapeze. This is really awesome, and it's great timing as well because Moody Blues, John Lodge produces this album, and the Moody Blues have just been nominated to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it's also on the Moody Blues label Threshold. This is an English band, very bluesy and also kind of Led Zeppelin-esque. It has a lot of slower songs on it, so it doesn't just continually. It does have some slower songs on it mixed in with some faster songs, but it is good blues heavy rock. Don't be misled by the cover, kind of a misleading prog rock cover. Not a lot of progressive music to this. I didn't even notice the faces on here until I got the 12x12 album in my hand. The different faces kind of hidden in there. On this album, on drums, Dave Holland of Judas Priest fame, Glenn Hughes, of course, Black Sabbath and Deep Purple, and then Mel Galley, I was reading, actually did some work with Whitesnake, so that was pretty neat. So this album has a lot of famous people on it. So let's check out a sound clip from Trapeze's second album, Medusa. Next up, you're going to immediately recognize this album from its daunting and strange album cover. That's right, 1970s Lucifers Friend. This is a band out of Germany, and I asked my friend Garner from HiOctane Revival to share some comments on the album.
Hello, VC. Welcome to HiOctane Revival. And this go around, I've actually been asked by Corey from Corey's BC channel to provide a little input for an album he's going to showcase in his hard and heavy 70s series. Lucifers Friend. Their self-titled debut. Released in 1970. This is a 1973 reissue on Billingsgate. Unlike many of their contemporaries of the time, their sound isn't strictly based in the blues foundation that was quite popular. This is early proto-metal with a looming sense of doom. Now, what I find, what stands out the most for me with their sound is the dramatic theatrics of the vocals that gives the songs just this epicness. There is plenty of that hard rock guitar riffing and some savory organ, much like Deep Purple or Uriah Heep. And it all hangs its hat on a solid framework of workmanlike drums and bass. So, Lucifer's Friend. Top 10 heavy 70s? You decide for yourself.
Well said, Garner. I can't add anything to that except that you can pick up a reissue that came out in 2015 or 16. This is on a Universal Vertigo split, so you get that Vertigo label, which is really cool. All right, lastly, I just want to show very quickly the 7-inch from Jerusalem. They're making a second appearance on 70s Hard and Heavy. You can go back and watch a previous episode where I break down the full-length album. This came out in 1972, produced by Ian Gillan of Deep Purple fame. This happens to be a single that's not on the album, not an album single, Kamikaze Moth. It's a little garagey. It has kind of like a fuzzy, fuzzed out guitar and a little bit of a punk influence more than a 70s Hard and Heavy, but it's really interesting. But the album track on here is Frustration. This is on the Durham label. And just before I play the clip here and end the video, they actually have some really interesting reviews here. Some reviews from the band themselves, Jerusalem. They say that their music is terrifically exciting. Janet's dad says, just a load of bloody noise. This guy, Andrew Thompson, said, fine music. And this guy, Vague Harry, says, I quite like it or not. So the guys have a little bit of a sense of humor here. But if you get a chance, go over to Rockadrome. You can pick up the full-length album or the single from there. That's all we got for this episode of 70s Hard and Heavy. Garner, thank you very much for taking time to make a video. Really appreciated your comments. If you guys haven't already, check out his videos over at HiOctane Revival, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.